gang would shoot at their ops in the vicinity of schools and
the New York Police Department calling these niggas ops now.
Tracked on social media and YouTube.
So they track this fucking handgun from social media and YouTube. If y'all niggas think the cops ain't watching every little thing, these niggas is watching. Yo, what's good, gangy? We back with another reaction video, man. And this time we going back to my hometown. We in New York City, you heard? Bronx drug rapper DThang is facing 15 years after Miami arrested for felony in possession of a firearm. Damn. Let's watch this video.
Yo, West, it's 1090J, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Bronx drill rapper DThang being picked up in Miami for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Now off the streets as investigators tie their ballistics to at least 6 different shootings, calling the gang members, who they say pulled the triggers, ruthless.
These defendants allegedly engaged in gun violence.
Damn, she got a big ass gap. God damn.
Committing 6 shootings, one of which injured a rival gang member.
No money, don't do that money, don't do that money. That's a top mission.
this gang would shoot at their ops in the vicinity of schools and
Oh my, what? Times really changed. You got the New York Police Department calling these niggas ops now. Times is changing. This is crazy.
A buses, even in close proximity to Times Square.
This tan and black gun tracked on social media and YouTube, where investigators say gang gun tracked on social media and YouTube.
So they track this fucking handgun from social media and YouTube. If y'all niggas think the cops ain't watching every little thing, these niggas is watching. You gotta move smarter, got to.
Where investigators say gang members posing as aspiring rappers bragged about violence, targeting their rivals, and animal cruelty.
New York
Gang members posing as aspiring rappers. Hey, that's disrespectful. What if they rappers is the gangbangers? That's crazy.
is in shambles after Ricos have literally destroyed the genre by locking up the biggest artists. Specifically in the Bronx, the rivalry between DThang and K-Flock was worth millions, but instead of lavish mansions and expensive cars, both rappers ended up on Rikers Island in neighboring cells. Back in 2022, DThang was one of 23 gang members from River Park Towers, more commonly known as RPT, to be indicted. Charges range from conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, possession of weapons, multiple shootings, and even killing a pigeon on live.
I definitely remember that video, killing that pigeon on live. I think they tried to charge that nigga with animal cruelty.
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was...
DThang would be sentenced to 3 to 5 years in New York State prison and be released in early 2024. Everyone was under the impression that Bronx Drill was back and more powerful as ever after it appeared French Montana signed DThang, gifting him not only a chain, but allegedly $1 million in cash.
Welcome to the family, brother.
Big boy.
Welcome to the what? Cool boy family.
You know that? Look at
But things aren't always as they seem, and DThang would clarify in an interview with DJ Academics that he isn't signed. It would need $5 million to even consider it.
Wait, are you signed to French?
Nah, bro. Shout out to my son French though. Nah.
What you mean right now to sound like a label, man? What the label need to pay you? Or capital? No, capital need to track everybody.
This is gonna keep going up. Ah, buddy. This is gonna keep going up.
Yeah, what you want?
I need like 5 right now. That's how I feel.
5 M's?
5 right now. Right now.
Unfortunately, since his release, DThang's songs have yet to reach the level he was hitting before his incarceration. It's almost as if the rivalry.
I think, like, this nigga like DThang, he got a little money. Feel me? Niggas know him, but he also have ops. Why not hire security? Why do rappers that have beef in the streets don't think like that? Just, you got all this money. Don't spend it on hoes, cars. Get security. If you get security, you stay out of jail. Think about it. You out with security. Some nigga roll you and start blinking at you. You got security to blink back at them. You don't have to touch a gun at all. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Niggas better get into security. Niggas better use your smartphone to get security.
Between him and K-Flock is what kept the fans wanting more music, and without that rivalry, many have seemed to lose interest. But now DThang has found himself back in handcuffs, back in court, and possibly facing even more prison time. June 29th, 2025, 22-year-old Daniel Collins, aka DThang, was booked into Miami's TGK Correctional Center on one count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. A crime we've seen time and time again committed by rappers, especially those visiting Miami. A YouTube...
That is a fact, bro. These rappers with felonies always trying to carry around guns, bro. Bro, after you meet a certain thing, bro, it's time for security, bro. You won't have to carry a firearm at all.
By the name of Rocky would upload a video of DThang's first court appearance, and the judge would grant a $15,000 bond. With only 10% needed for release, DThang would only have to pay $1,500. So why has he remained in jail the last few days?
Is it Mr. Collins? Mr. Daniel Collins.
How you doing?
It looks like he was released from prison last year, and that crime also involves a firearm.
But he has probation, is what you're saying?
Right, it says, parole, he may be on parole, because it says 1826. And then it says parole discharge 1825, so he may have gotten off of parole in January.
The judge would go over if DThang fully completed his parole from prison, or if the state technically still had custody over him, as parole is nothing more than doing time, just in the free world. Looking at the Miami-Dade jail site, it would appear DThang has a fugitive warrant from out of state requiring extradition. I'm going to go as far as taking a guess that DThang was on some form of parole, violated with this new offense, and now New York State is requesting he be extradited back to face punishment.
You know what that is? They were trying to get him for a while. They ain't have no evidence to get him. He got arrested in, what's the name? Yeah, let me get that. Come back over here. Let me find out some charges for you. Because if he beat parole and shit, there's no reason why he should be still in jail right now.
If this is true, this wouldn't even be the worst punishment he faces. Being a felon in possession of a firearm in the state of Florida carries up to 15 years in state prison with a 3-year minimum mandatory sentence, meaning you're doing 3 years mandatory on top of whatever the judge adds on. But being a felon in possession is also a 922G, the federal law that prohibits felons from possessing firearms. Pooh Shiesty would be a great example in this case. He was sentenced to over 5 years in federal prison for a gun conspiracy charge in Miami. What this means is, depending on how strong the evidence is against DThang, he may face a federal indictment and the possibility of up to 10 years in federal prison. If a gun was found on him, he's pretty much done, as there isn't any room for an argument aside from an illegal search. But if a gun was found near him, or even better, near multiple people but nobody claimed it, that would fall under constructive possession, and his defense would stand a much stronger chance. Either way, guns in hip-hop have seemingly either killed rappers or killed their careers, as nobody prospers behind bars. It will always be cheaper to get a gun than hire security, but the risk by far is not worth the reward.
At all.
Very rarely have we seen rappers defend themselves with a gun, and ironically, that's exactly why DThang's main enemy, K-Flock, is going to prison. He was approached by a rival who was armed, killed him in self-defense, but still found himself indicted and facing forever. We'll just have to wait and see how this...
That's because he had mad charges against him. Not only that, I think he got like a RICO charge and all that. Like, it was mad charges. There was no way he beat that gun charge in New York.
Plays out for DThang. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be blunt. Like I said, bro has some fire music and hands down has the best off the radar freestyle.
It's just was alright.
Fucking body. I still feel like...
See me, the drill rappers, they be alright, but you would never catch me listen to outside. Not me. Not that I'm pussy, but I'm just smart. Cause a lot of these songs is dissing real people. You feel me? Yeah, I don't got time. Niggas think this, that. Then I get no. But some of them shits do be hitting though.
Holds that title. I haven't seen anything on Off the Radar that compares to when DThang went up there. You just felt it, you know what I mean? You could feel it. He's talking about getting out of the hood. Like, it's just everything about that freestyle was legendary. The music, mid-beef, was crazy. But the fact that K-Flock wasn't in the streets and he got out and went back to making music, it just wasn't hitting the same, and the views are evidence of that, you know? I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows at this time, the full details as to what took place with the gun. We don't know if he got caught dead to rights with it. We don't know if it was in the car. We don't know if it was on the ground and there was 10 people and they snatched everybody and DThang was one of them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's going to be major though. But I'll say this. If he gets federally indicted, he's doing time. And the average time for being a felon in possession of a firearm federally that they get sentenced to is about 4 to 5 years. Career killer. He just wrapped up whatever he did, like 3, get hit with another 5 on top of that.
And again, he's still young, done. So if he do 5, I don't think his career could be over.
Rappers are coming up. It's a career killer, you know? And it's like I said, yeah, it's cheaper to buy a gun, it's cheaper to get a gun from the streets. But the thing is this, right? Investing in security is investing in yourself.
I just said that.
Safety for
I
one,
just said that.
And your security and the fact that...
I just said that, bro. I had certain things, bro. You got to get security, bro. You got to. Safer for you and everybody else, bro.
Not gonna get locked the fuck up. I know a lot of people feel better having their own shit because no one's gonna do it for you like you will. But there's a
that's a fact. It feel good having your own shit. Nobody gonna do it like you, but nobody gonna do that time but you too. You feel me? Like, yes, probably cheaper go get a but smarter, out of jail longer, stay alive longer. You get just get security. Just focus on music. You have niggas watching your back.
And Floyd Mayweather isn't walking around carrying guns. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, there are some situations like King Von. King Von is said to have had hired security the night he was killed. That's a terrible situation. But, like I said, Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to carry a gun. He's got a shitload of security.
And they all dickheads. Yeah, I ran into one of them. Like, quick story time. Me and my wife was in a flight club in New York City. They came in. I'm walking, I'm trying to see a shoe. They stand for the shoe I wanted to see. Security told me, you can't be over here, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about Floyd Mayweather, nigga. I'm looking for the shoe behind him, nigga. And I was here first. But they is dickheads, though. But, yeah, man, I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, man. And Like, jail not for everybody. I feel like if you ain't really shoot a nigga or anything like that, you don't need jail. You should be able to carry a gun. I am lying. If niggas dangerous, niggas should never carry a gun. I am tired. I'm talking a bunch of bullshit, but I'm holla at y'all niggas. Peace.